Narration, reported to reporting speech. David said, "I'm baking a chocolate cake for you." David said that he was baking a chocolate cake for me. If we consider these two sentences, we might notice that both of them convey the same message, but there is a difference if we look closely. In the first sentence, I am conveying the activities of David and his own words without changing it. It is called direct speech, or we can say reporting speech. In the second sentence, I am using my own words to convey the activities of the speaker, to the audience. This we can say indirect speech or reported speech. There are some major rules to change these speeches from direct to indirect. We need to consider the tense, pronoun, words that describe time, place, distance, types of sentences, etc. Let's have a glance at the following rules. Pronoun. In an indirect speech, the pronoun changes according to the speaker, whether she is referring himself, herself, or a third person. We can make this clearer if we learn this with some examples. Direct, George said, "I cannot be with you." Indirect, George said that he could not be with me. Direct, Robert said, "Can you pull me up?" Indirect, Robert asked if I could pull him up. Type of sentences. Reporting interrogative sentences. If there is a yes-no question in the direct speech, then the reported speech will start with whether, if, and the reported clause form will be subject plus verb. Example. Direct, Peter said, "Are you from Australia?" Indirect, Peter asked if I was from Australia. Direct, Tom asked, "Do you want to sit here?" Indirect, Tom asked whether I wanted to sit there. In indirect speech, questions starting with who, whom, when, how, where, and what, the WH word would be the subject or the object of the reported clause. Example. Direct, Brad said, "Who will come with me?" Indirect, Brad asked who would go with him. Reporting statement sentences. In a statement speech, we will use that before the reported statement, and the reported verb will be told, followed by an object, or said, will not be followed by an object. Example. Direct, Edward said, "I liked the book." Indirect, Edward said that he liked the book. Reporting imperative sentences. We will use to as joining clause before the reported command or request, and the reported verb will be changed according to the moods of the sentence. For example, ordered, requested, urged, advised, forbade or begged. Example. Direct, the man said, "Please, bring me a chair." Indirect, the man requested to bring him a chair. Direct, Mr. Murphy said, "Do not go near the house." Indirect, Mr. Murphy forbade going near the house. Reporting exclamatory sentences. To change direct exclamatory speeches to the indirect one, we need to replace interjection, hurrah, wow, alas, oh, etc., with joining clause that and the exclamatory WH words, what, how, will be replaced by very before the adjective in the reported clause. Examples. Direct, Clara said, "Hurrah! Barcelona won the match." Indirect, Clara exclaimed with joy that Barcelona had won the match. Direct, I said, "Alas! My pet died." Indirect, I exclaimed with grief that my pet had died. Tense. Usually, the present changes to past tense while we change direct speech to indirect. Simple present tense to simple past tense. Example. Direct, she said, "I work in New York Times." Indirect, she said that she worked in New York Times. Exceptions. If the content is still true or happening, then we do not need to change the tense in the reported speech. Like. Direct, she said, "I live in Paris." Indirect, she said that she lives in Paris. Present continuous to past continuous tense. Example. Direct, mother said, Bob is taking a nap. Indirect, mother said that Bob was taking a nap. Direct, he asked, are they writing the paper? Indirect, he asked if they were writing the paper. Present perfect to past perfect tense. Example. Direct, Nicholas said, I have made a donut. Indirect, Nicholas said that he had made a donut. Direct, the teacher said, the dates have been decided. Indirect, the teacher announced that the dates had been decided. Present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous tense. Example. Direct, Mr. Parson asked, how long have you been working here? Indirect, Parson asked me how long I had been working there. Direct, the boy said, I have been waiting for my mother since morning. Indirect, the boy said that he had been waiting for his mother since morning. Simple past to past perfect tense. Example. Direct, Robert Langdon said, my mother gave me the Mickey watch. Indirect, Robert Langdon said that his mother had given the Mickey watch to him. Direct, the teacher said, Shakespeare's playing company built Globe Theatre in 1599. Indirect, the teacher said that Shakespeare's playing company had built the Globe Theatre in 1599. Past continuous to past perfect continuous tense. Example. Direct, Jenny said, Marlowe was leaving Belgium. Indirect, Jenny told me that Marlowe had been leaving Belgium. Direct, Maria said, I was dialing your number, and you called. Indirect, Maria said that she had been dialing my number and I had called. Past perfect tense does not change in the indirect speech. Example. Direct, Alex said, I had stopped to visit you. Indirect, Alex said that he has stopped to visit me. Direct, she said, Greece had tried to uphold their economy. Indirect, she said that Greece had tried to uphold their economy. Simple future tense to present conditional. Example. Direct, Smith said, my parents will be there at 9 a.m. Indirect, Smith said that his parents would be there at 9 a.m. Direct, Barbara asked, will you be my partner in the coming summer ball? Indirect, Barbara asked if I would be her partner in the coming summer ball.